Hi, my name is Jocelyn Wofford. I'm the instructor for the web design class. I just thought I would talk to you a little bit about the class today. First of all, how would this class be beneficial? Well, who doesn't have a website, right? We live in an age of technology as a way of life and not just as a career. So, for example, you're probably watching this video perhaps linked from the Berea website, and the people who created that website or run it now may or may not be web programmers as their job title. Or maybe you might start your own business or have an Etsy shop or work for a small business that doesn't have an IT department, or maybe you just want your blog to be cooler than what WordPress does for you automatically. So computer science teaches logic and critical thinking. So in the aspect of web design, you have to figure out, what do I want this website to do? And then how can I break that down into logical steps? Then how do I implement those steps? Because you have to tell the computer exactly what to do. And a good one also for critical thinking is, why isn't this working the way I thought that it should? Now you might think, well, I've never done programming before, and that's okay. For this course, there's no experience necessary. Basically, if you know how to use a computer, you can do this course. And the secret is that at this level of programming, web design isn't really math so much as logic. And so that's another benefit too, is that it's really a critical thinking and logic exercise. So the course also assumes you've never had any HTML experience or work with websites at all. And that doesn't mean that if you do have that experience that you won't gain something from the course, because I do have the ability to customize kind of what we cover in class based on some things the students might want to do. So that leads me to the next question: what is covered in the class? So you'll learn HTML and CSS, which is cascading style sheets. We'll also go over good website design from a graphic aspect. You'll learn to use a developer program. It's called an IDE. And then if it's not in the curriculum, or this is not in the curriculum, but we will touch some on graphic design. And we may be able to access some graphic design programs. And the rest of what we cover is really up to you, the student. We're going to explore what you guys want to accomplish with your website projects. And that is something that you'll have. You'll have a big semester project for each semester of the course that you're going to be working towards completing. And so we have some flexibility there on what we want to accomplish. So how will it work in the class? So at home, you'll go through the lessons in CompuScholar. That's the name of the curriculum. You'll go through those lessons online. There's a real short instructional video. Some of them are 2 minutes long, some are a little longer. Then there's also a lesson text to read and exercises to complete. So just like if you had a regular book and you had to write out answers to questions, this is just online instead. And then there's a short quiz for each lesson. It's about 5 questions most of the time. And then all of those short quizzes and some of the homework is graded by the system. But each chapter then also includes a hands-on project, and you'll be working on that hands-on project, which will be part of your larger big semester project, and those will all be graded by me. So if you're going to do those things online, then during class time, what happens? So you'll bring a laptop to class, and we can have 2 students sharing a laptop. So if you're friends or siblings and you want to share one in class, that works, but just 2 because it's too many people. And then learn and experiment with some new concepts in class that we'll go over. And then we'll go over any issues that you might have had with the previous week's homework. And then we will also have, during some class times, lab time to work on your projects as warranted. And that's where we're going to be able to help out with anything that you're having issues with your project, and then explore any new concepts that maybe aren't even in the curriculum. So you might wonder, well, what if I'm working at home and I have on this online work and I have trouble? So as part of the class, I'll have some specific office hours during the week and some one-on-one tutor time with each of you. And we'll use an online group communication tool called Slack, where a lot of Berea classes use that, where you can post issues and I can look at any of your work through there. So you won't be just on your own at home if there's any issues. And parents, if that's not something you think that you want to help with, then I'm going to be available to your students. So I'm really excited to get back to working with web design and computer programming. Before I became a homeschool mom, my career was as a computer programmer and analyst with multiple corporations. So I'm really looking forward to working with you all. And if you want to preview exactly what CompuScholar looks like, there's another video called Web Design Demo, and that'll give you an overview. Okay, thanks for your time.